music.
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow. Does Barry Manilow know you rate his wardrobe? You know what movie that's from?
Who?
You don't know what movie that's from?
No, I don't watch movies, man.
It's from Breakfast Club, dude.
Oh, my wife would know that.
Love that movie. So before we get started, I went pop hunting today.
Yeah.
Came across a really cool pop,
Yeah.
but was a $95 pop at Target.
Yeah.
I would only had to pay $9 for it, but the box is all jacked up. Like
so
what?
You pass it. Did you pass on it? Matt.
Yeah.
Did you pass on it then?
What?
Did you pass on? You didn't buy it?
Yeah, I didn't get it because I'm not gonna spend $9 on a pop that has jacked up box that ain't gonna be worth nothing.
Did you pass on? You didn't buy it?
Yeah, I didn't get it because I'm not gonna.
And that's in this thing. What's on, Daryl?
Who's joining us?
Some guy, Daryl, on Facebook.
Daryl? That's his other brother, Daryl? Sorry, I'm sure you hear that all the time.
Probably. All right. So ready? Where's the music? Hit the music.
Well, I don't know, since, guess we can go,
Welcome back. HPW, CollectorDad, and we still got to come up with a name for you, bro.
HPW.
HPW. What's your name?
We need merch. I'm telling you, we need merch.
We do. We need
T-shirts.
Dude, you're loud, bro.
What?
You're loud. What's up?
Nada.
How you doing, man?
Well, it's been a week. Been a while since we did one of these, so.
Yeah, it's been a while. So it's been a while. Sorry.
Well, now, quick disclaimer. I think we're gonna.
We're not good singers.
I'm gonna make my statement right now.
You make your statement right now.
All the HPW guys that watch our show, all 45 of you.
And those that don't.
You know that I wasn't sold on AEW. I sat down 2 weeks ago and actually watched the show from start to finish.
Good show.
It is, I'm going to say, it's sitting at a 9 as far as out of a 10 kind of a show. If I'm giving a grade each week,
that's fair.
They're more consistent than WWE is right now.
That's fair. I agree.
I shouldn't even say that because WWE is just consistently bad right now.
Beyond bad.
They need to, with WrestleMania 40-some days away, if they don't wow me at WrestleMania, they might lose my attention for a while.
I don't see how they're going to wow anybody. I mean, I don't know.
Well, there's speculation. All right, we're going to get into the whole thing. Basically, what I'm saying is I'll be AEW. I'll be Team AEW if the boys if Vince and the boys don't pull their head out of their butt, because I can't stop, I can't continue to watch put my put forth the effort to watch their show each week if they're going to give me garbage.
Absolutely, 100% agree. You want to start with NXT, or do you want to start with
NXT? Really, the only moments on there that I really enjoyed was everything with Finn Balor in it. Finn Balor had that match with Roderick Strong. It's a non-championship match. That was a good match, but honestly, the match of the week, and it's on AEW, and it's not, and I guarantee you will not be able to guess which one it is.
You didn't like Nia Jax on my hole. I just throw that in there.
I have a problem with main roster talent coming in the NXT.
Right. No,
it's not your show. You should not be there.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know. They might. I'm not a fan of Nia Jax, first of all, so I'm just gonna say that out loud.
She hurts too many people.
I think that maybe she needs to be bumped down to NXT. There's other women up there that they want to get back to Diva's standpoint. They need to just take her out of there. I mean, she's a beast, but I'm just not a fan. I think she needs to leave the program.
Well, my problem with Nia is that she's too stiff.
Yeah.
She's too stiff, and she's hurt how many people?
Right, and I mean, you look at some of the NXT girls that are already there. I mean, if you're looking at Baszler, you need to put her with somebody different than Nia Jax.
I'd love to see her when Becky Lynch comes back. Her and Becky.
Right, because those two girls will kick some ass, and putting her with Nia Jax is just another thing. I mean, I'm a big dude, so I'm not saying nothing about big wrestlers, but it's almost like they're making Nia Jax as a joke. Otis became a joke, along with that Money in the Bank, all that stuff, and now you're trying to save face and turn him heel, and I don't know, it's just.
Well, that's what they did with the Big Show, and we'll get to him here.
Yeah, in a bit, and that's just crazy. I mean, I was watching. I read some other notes on the internet, and they gave the Nia Jax Shayna Baszler tag team match an A. That was probably one of the better matches of the NXT. But you better expect that when you got main roster talent coming down to NXT.
Yeah.
And and all this, NXT has a good show, and I mean, I think they're running scared. I think Vince is scared. I think that's why they're moving to Tuesdays, in my opinion.
I think going back to the whole Sheena needs to be pushed, because she is honestly, she's the only person the only female talent right now that is a legit badass. Like, she could shoot fight any of those women in that locker room and whoop their ass.
Yeah.
The only person that has any MMA background that is current is Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Those are the only two. Her and Shayna are the only two with any MMA kind of background, and I wouldn't mind seeing them two even team up. Or I think WWE has more women's talent than they know what to do with.
Right.
I would love to see Tamina as the champion.
Well, she was gone for quite some time for some reason, I think, and now she made an appearance back, which is good. But yeah, she would be a good champion, I think. I agree.
I think she'd be. I mean, I just watched if you guys like wrestling documentaries. There's one on Hulu and it's on Vice TV, and it's called The Dark Side of the Ring, I believe.
What a plug! What a plug!
And it has all these stories about like what happened behind the scenes, and I didn't realize. I guess I need to be more of a historian in this kind of role. But I didn't realize Superfly back in like the 80s or late 80s, early 90s. His girlfriend that he was with, he was married and had a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend died when they were traveling. Yeah, and they tried pinning it on him, and for domestic assault.
No way.
Yeah, because she had head trauma. But anyway, I mean, it's just a Snuka legacy. But I think to me,
you there? Yo, Matt. Yo, bro.
Just froze up, dude.
We're back. All right.
Okay. It said my internet connection's unstable. Better turn off stuff on my phone.
But yeah, I didn't know that about Jimmy, man.
Yeah, he if it goes into more detail on that Dark Side of the Ring.
So what channel did you say that was on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay. So that's a plug. Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
There you go.
It's Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring, okay.
Yep, that's
awesome.
Right there. And there's 2 seasons on there that you can binge watch. Got one about Macho Man. Got one about the Montreal Screwjob. Got there's just all sorts of stuff on there that kind of cool.
Awesome. So so the Adam Cole thing at the end with the Finn Balor, that's gonna be an awesome. I'd love to watch that match. You know, I'd love to see.
When is that pay-per-view? That's right before Mania?
Yes. Okay. That's gonna be a good match. They're gonna kick the crap out of each other. I think it's
Loser
time
goes to AEW.
I think probably. I think it's time for Finn to lose the title, but so before we jump into the real good the show of the week, let's talk about our boy Shane Taylor, man.
He got screwed.
He got quite a week, man. He goes out and he wins the 3-man tag team champion with his promotion. And then
Kenny King,
man,
turned
his back on him. And I watched that match, and I like it because they don't have any fans. They don't even bring these fake TV screens around the arena. It's just them wrestling the match, and that's got to be hard as heck to do without anybody screaming and yelling. And Shane Taylor got screwed, got hit in the back or the head with a chair by Kenny King, man. His own dude.
See, I've never liked Kenny King, and I should have said that on that podcast when we had him on. I've never liked that guy. Never liked him. He's gonna do. I had a feeling he was gonna do something stupid to him. Right. But he's a good guy. I like Shane. Hopefully, we can have him on in the future. That'd
be cool. Future shows. C.W. Anderson. I'm still working on that. And I got a name to throw out at you real quick, bro. Then we can go on to look this guy up.
Well, I tell you what, if that really truly is the bastard Pac that friended you, he put on a hell of a show the other night, teaming up with Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
That was a great match.
HC Lock. HCLOC. He was in ECW. So it's another ECW Ring of Honor, the 2005. I connected with him, and he texted me back and said he'd love to be on a show. So HCLOC, H capital C capital LOC.
Send me a text with that.
I do.
So I'll have to YouTube them.
Yeah, with the YouTube
Check them out.
So with all that said and all that crap we had to deal with NXT, now we can deal with the real show. I've told you this is a real show from the beginning. And
well, they're definitely showing me that they're ready to put on a real wrestling show. Other than that first match was a bit of a.
Well, I got some.
I will say Shaq did more than I thought he was going to.
I was gonna say, dude, I loved how serious
that slap that he made. That slap, it was like his whole freaking arm went across Cody's body.
Right. Did you see how serious he was at the beginning of that match? Yeah, dude, he was putting on a show, bro, and then he so he was pretty serious, and he looked those chops you're talking, big show chops, man. Those are huge.
You know what they reminded me of, and because I think it's because he's so big. Is remember when Great Khali was around?
Yes.
Those are the kind of chops, but.
Right.
It was.
I agree, 100%. They were just almost like a Khali and the Big Show. They were as good as that from Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, Shaq did this before though.
True.
He ran in WCW with Hogan for a while.
And then you got Jade Cargill. She's ripped like a brick house. She doesn't have to be a good wrestler. She's good. You know what I'm saying? The physique she has is amazing.
Oh yeah, both of those women.
Yeah, they're ripped. I wouldn't know.
Cody can sell and be. Cody, if he's the one guy that is on that promotion, that is on AEW, that he reminds me, because I went back and watched some of Dusty's stuff. He reminds me of his dad in a lot of ways, that he's there as star power, but also to put over the guy that he's.
Absolutely, 100%. Even the Guns, they got involved at ringside when they smacked. I think that was the Guns that smacked Shaq, and he. Yeah,
that was Billy's son.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I missed it. I don't know if I turned away. I guess Shaq did a tribute to Brody Lee. I missed that. I don't know.
I didn't see that either.
I have to go back and watch that. You know. So I thought the match was okay. I thought there was a lot of energy, a lot of holy crap, Shaquille O'Neal. That table, throwing Shaquille through the table, that was impressive. I thought it turned dumb when they loaded him into a ambulance. And then a few seconds later, Shivani went to get an interview, and he's gone.
He's Kazam from.
That's what I thought. It was like poop, Kazam. I was like, "Are you kidding me, man?" I was like, you do something so good, and then it was dumb.
I mean, that match was. It had the high spots. It had the.
Yeah.
It had and honestly, the women put on a better show in that match than
right. There were some huge pops in there. I mean, him going through that table, that's a huge pop. That was big. Those tables went everywhere.
So yeah, I mean, I would give that match probably about a 7.
Yeah, I think so.
It wasn't a holy shit moment every time.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that was definitely a quality match to start off. It wouldn't be anything that I'd want like towards the end of the card.
Right. Then you had the Pac and Ray Phoenix defeat John Skyler and D3.
That was a hell of a... I tell you what, Pac, him and Ray Phoenix are a hell of a tag team.
Yeah, I mean,
of course you got your typical Pac match with all the high flying moves and
right against some kids from Orlando somewhere. I think they pulled those guys off the street. Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
I should hang out down in Jacksonville. Maybe I can.
Yeah. Be in the big ring, right?
I like wrestling.
I like to do that. I'll put on some shorts. I'll let Pac beat the crap out of me. I don't care. You know, Ray Phoenix though, he looked good, but again, I'm hoping that AEW doesn't bury him.
Where's Penta? Is Penta hurt?
I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I hope that this is not all that we see of Phoenix, because that was a big... I mean, he's good. I like those hype.
He had that match with Murder Hawk Monster a couple weeks ago, and I thought the match was solid.
I'm going to leave this next thing alone. I'll let you talk about it. MJ...
Are you talking about...
MJF and Chris Jericho. Are you flipping kidding me? Again.
I love the press conference, though.
Stupid. You first had the ballroom dancing. Then you had
the ballroom dancing, that was absolutely garbage. I will say that. Awful. But a press conference, it makes sense. It's sports entertainment. And you have two of the best people with a microphone. You can't not do that.
What, Eric Bischoff? Eric Bischoff and Chris Jericho?
But the thing is, I'm so torn come Revolution because I'm a Young Bucks fan, but I love MJF and Chris Jericho.
That was probably the best part of that segment is when the Young Bucks came out and said enough's enough.
The best line in that whole thing was, I think, Nick. Was it Nick or one of the Young Bucks says, yeah, you're probably, or the whole line, he says, you're probably waiting, you, Max, are waiting for a callback from the Rosie O'Donnell show. Because when he was little, he was on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Really?
And then he goes, and you, Chris, what would you be doing now if it weren't for AEW? Yeah, you'd probably be pulling the curtain at the Performance Center.
Yes.
I was like, oh.
AEW has referenced the Performance Center like the past couple of weeks several times. They got guts, man. Tony Khan, man.
Well, he's not coming out and he's not saying the WWE.
Right.
You know, but Jericho made reference to Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
And Paul White. Well, Paul's now over there on AEW as well.
Right. So.
But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see Kenny at all. There was no Kenny.
I didn't. Yeah.
There was no Kenny, no Moxley at all on Wednesday's episode.
Well, yeah, they did that segment about the match that they're gonna have and how they're building you see Kenny Omega hammering against that fence or the barbed wire and the thing. That was pretty. I mean, but that was easy. That was it, you know. And so, but
that match is going to be absolutely brutal.
That is gonna be nasty. So FTR and Tully Blanchard versus Defeat the Jurassic Express.
Okay. Why? It's Tully Blanchard. lacing him up.
Dude, check. Do you see his boots?
So
the two-tone boots. Come on, man. The two-tone boots come on. He donned that robe and a pair of two-tone boots. Kind of looked like Elvis Presley, bro. It was his return match. Come on. Yeah.
And quite honestly, I'm glad Jurassic Express beat their ass.
Well, come on. Blanchard hit a suplex.
Well, okay. Now the spot of the night was after the match was over. Oh look, here's Arn Anderson. He's going to come out and check things out. Four Horsemen.
That was a good tribute part. I put that on as one of my favorite parts.
I mean, that's cool, but okay, like that's fine and all, but I don't know. These older guys just need it's like they could have put someone else in with Tully, or instead of Tully. Like, I don't know, the guy who helped them. And Brandon Spears.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was not my favorite part of it, but it paid respect to those that paved the way. I think that might be what they're doing. I don't know.
Then we have Paul White up next after that, right?
Paul White walks out. Well, raise your hand if you saw this turn coming. I love this T-shirt.
Yeah, no more BS.
You know, catch that? I'm like, yeah, I want one of those. No more Big Show.
There's a lot of speculation because he made the announcement that there's going to be a Hall of Fame worthy talent.
Yep.
Coming and showing up at Revolution.
Who would you say it is?
Well, everyone's CM Punk, Christian. Now, both Christian has a contract with WWE. He's not going anywhere. Punk, in another podcast, said, listen, I'm a season ticket holder for the Chicago Blackhawks. They play at home against Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to be at that game. I have no interest in going to Jacksonville when my team is playing at home.
He did make a comment this morning on another Twitter post. He said that it's time for the young guys to get the credit, to get their line, to get their spot.
He has no interest.
It's not me.
He has no interest.
Oh.
There's a lot of speculation, and if this happens, I might have to go back to WWE. There's a lot of speculation that the big name is Brock Lesnar.
At least he wouldn't be in WWE anymore.
He doesn't have a contract. I mean, I don't know. If it happens, I'd be happy for WWE to finally get rid of him.
Right, agree.
But a guy like him, a Hall of Fame worthy guy, I'd almost hope that I think everyone's assuming it's someone from WWE or former WWE guy. Right. We're looking at guys who's on TNA that could possibly come over. Like who's from ROH that could come over? Who's over in New Japan that could come over? You know, let's look at those before we automatically assume because Paul White, aka Big Show, is saying, well, I got a Hall of Fame worthy guy.
Well, I heard Kurt Angle's name in the mix too. I've read that somewhere.
I mean, a guy that I think could be an option. He's over on NWA. His name's Magnus. Or his TNA name was Magnus. He's the NWA World Champion right now.
Is it really? Maybe it's a girl.
We don't. He said a Hall of Fame worthy talent. He didn't say it's a male or female. I mean, it could be him.
Right.
It could be just, but yeah, that part, it obviously it served its purpose. It has everyone, including two schmuck brothers from Michigan and Florida talking about it.
It does, man. It does. So yeah, but it was a good segment. I mean, you knew it was coming. I'm glad he's in commentary.
I like Tony Schiavone.
Yeah,
I'm starting to really dig his style.
Absolutely.
And
then, whoops. There?
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead and finish.
The next match was what? The
Ryo Mizumana, whatever you say, and Nyla Rose.
That right there, honestly, I watched that match twice. That was the best match of the night.
Ryo, she has a lot of charisma, man. A lot.
She took Nyla and just...
Yeah.
Tell you what, that women's division, now they're starting to get women who really, really can perform, and it's...
Right. So wasn't she back... Did she ever show up in WWE?
Nyla?
Yeah. No. Was she anywhere else?
The woman who showed up at WWE was that Awesome Kong.
Yeah.
Or Karma or whatever.
Right. So then your favorite part of the show.
See, I didn't mind the Sting.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I didn't mind.
So we'll get back from a commercial. We got Sting and Tony Schiavone in the middle of the ring. To me, that was one of the best parts of the show. Of course, I'm a Stinger, so. He admits that he got knocked on his butt by Cage. He said that was a hard hit, and blah blah blah. And he said he shook that off, and then out comes dumbass Starks. Pretty boy Starks. Telling Stinger to pump the brakes, man. Just stop, hold, whoa. Blah 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 blah.
See, now I'm not Team Taz whatsoever, because I really do. I love Darby Allin. He's an incredible talent. I tell you what though, Ricky Starks, if he could get away on his own,
yes, absolutely,
he could be a main event guy.
Yes, he needs to split from that Taz stuff. I mean, same thing with the old boy from that was part of MJF's crew. He left.
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see. Maybe this happens. I don't know. Maybe you see Guevara versus Starks down the road. That'd be a good match, I think. Yeah, that segment with Stinger and Darby Allin and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Put the old Scorpion Deathlock. It's nice to see the Deathlock again. But I
did a couple Stinger splashes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough match. That at the pay-per-view, the street fight. And I don't know if you read this anywhere.
There's gonna be blood.
Yeah, I don't know if you read this anywhere or not. But there's rumors saying that on the Wednesday following that show, Darby Allin will have to relinquish the title. He wouldn't lose the title, but he'd be forced to relinquish the title because for not being able to compete. So I would hate to see them do that angle.
So they didn't already pre-tape that, did they?
I don't know. I don't think so. So
there's a possibility that he has to relinquish.
Yes.
Okay, so he's not. It's not set in stone.
No.
Okay.
So. And that's all I really cared about the rest of the night. Was after that was that big
the Matt Hardy
and that's getting old, and
yeah. But
everybody wasn't everybody that's in that tournament charged the ring, and everybody started fighting, and then went off the air. Something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But yeah, I think in general, like we discussed on the phone, the programming definitely, and again, it doesn't kill me to say it. It's good, and it's hopefully it's good for the business. AEW is starting to edge away a little bit from WWE, and as a lifelong WWE guy, it doesn't hurt that they're 83 weeks. WCW went and beat WWE in the ratings for 83 weeks back in 1996.
Okay.
Was it 96?
I don't know.
So maybe this is the next round, and what do we get after those 83 weeks? We got really good. We got WWE started waking up a little bit, and they, the Attitude Era was born.
Right. Maybe
we'll start seeing that again. Hopefully, I think that's the only thing that saves. I think the only thing that can save WWE right now is if they take the handcuffs off these people and let them have more creative control.
I think so. I just thought it was interesting. I don't know. We've been learning a lot. Matt and I have been learning a lot by talking to these wrestlers that we do podcasts with, and there's some interesting things that I've been. Now I keep my eyes open for this stuff, and so it's been interesting. But let's go over the pay-per-view real quick, man. Let's do our predictions. All right.
All right. So this is for Revolution.
AEW Championship, exploding barbed wire death match, Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley.
Well, if I'm betting and on who's winning, I'm gonna say Kenny wins.
And that's best for your business.
I want to see Jon Moxley win.
Yeah.
And he should win.
Right.
I mean, if the two are going to shoot fight, if it's going to be a shoot, not a work.
Yeah.
Moxley beats his ass every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
But I just can't. I can't. It's going to come down to the Good Brothers getting involved. I think the Good Brothers get involved, and I think Kenny wins.
I guess I'm going to go with... I just have this idea. I think I'm going to go with Moxley winning it, because that's going to set up a title run and a title storyline with Kenta. I think his name... What's his name from New Japan that attacked him?
Oh, Kenta, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna do. I think that's an angle they could take. So I'm gonna go Moxley.
Well, Moxley, not sure if you follow his New Japan stuff. He had a blood sport match.
Yeah, he won that, didn't he?
Beat the piss out of Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. AEW World Tag Team Championship: Young Bucks, Chris Jericho, and MJF.
Again. It's a torn kind of thing for me. But I think the Bucks are going to drop the titles to MJF and Jericho, because you have Jericho and MJF, two of the biggest heels in the whole company,
right?
And you're gonna, and I think that'll set it up for But at the same time, I'm also kind of skeptical because I don't know if they might keep them and allow the Good Brothers versus the Young Bucks further down the line. But if I'm gonna pick Jericho and MJF in that one.
I'm gonna do Jericho and MJF, and I'm gonna go kind of with the line with a lot of the lines of you. I think they're gonna lose the titles, and that's gonna allow them to challenge the Good Brothers for the Impact titles. You're gonna see new Impact champions, the Young Bucks. Adam Page, Matt Hardy.
Well, aren't they in that battle royal type deal?
I don't know. That ladder match?
Yeah.
No, that's Cody Rhodes, Scorpio Sky, Penta, Lance Archer, and Max Caster.
Okay.
And to be announced.
I think Hangman wins, beats Matt Hardy.
That'd be the logical. Yeah, that'd be the what's best for business, in my opinion, would be for them to give it to Adam Page.
Yeah. I think Matt Hardy is a name that is also enhancement talent.
Yep.
That he a name that puts his opponents over and helps the younger talent, because Matt's been champion before. He doesn't need it.
Right. Same. I agree. Face of the Revolution ladder match: Cody Rhodes, Scorpio Sky, Penta El Zero, Lance Archer, Max Caster versus the to be announced. And this is where I think Paul White's dude's going to come in.
I think the guy who Paul White has is going to be in that match. But I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Cody to win that. Because I think he's got to start helping others down the line. I think he's gonna put himself in a position where he's not holding a championship, but he's holding an opportunity.
Right. Yeah, true. I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes, but without knowing who that mystery guy is.
Lance Archer.
Oh, without knowing the to be announced guy.
Oh,
CM Punk.
No, not gonna be CM Punk. Be Brock Lesnar.
There you go. It's the TBA guy that's gonna win it. TBA. Then you got the AEW Women's Champions, Akira Shida and Ryo.
Akira wins that. There's no way Ryo can take on an ass whooping like that other girl can do. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's tough.
To take care of Nyla like that, that's just ridiculous.
Right. Then you have I Wish I Was Not in Wrestling, Miro, and I Wish I Wasn't in Wrestling also, Kip Saban versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. I wish that match wasn't even on TV. How about that?
That wouldn't be even on the pre-show for I mean that match sucks so bad that wouldn't even be allowed on WWE television.
I'm going with orange juice, man. Orange juice and tennis shoes. Chuck Taylor or
see, I like Miro. I don't know. That's my pick, I guess. Right there. No.
I got Orange Cat.
No. Yeah. That's my pick.
Here's my pick.
Well, that's what...
Oh, yeah. Casino Tag Team Royale. I don't even know who's in that.
Actually, we'll go back to that ladder match. There's a guy that we kind of passed over, and I think Scorpio Sky could he's a great talent. I think that he could he could potentially win that thing.
You think he could beat TBA?
Can he? I don't know. Maybe
it's Shane Taylor, man.
Hmm?
Maybe it's Shane Taylor. Just kidding. Then they got the Tag Team Royale, Casino Tag Team Royale, and I don't even know who's in it.
The guys from SCU.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're in it. Well, you gotta think Jurassic Express are in it.
Yep, Jurassic Express.
All
the dudes that showed up on Wednesday night at the end of the show.
You gotta think that a couple guys from the Dork Order.
Dork Order. Yeah, never mind. I almost said something unpolitical, but I won't say it.
Dork Order.
The Dork Order with the young kid standing in the background directing traffic and all that good stuff, and that kid looks like an idiot. Anyway.
Let's see who else could post. Well, shoot
Isn't Bunny and the Butcher and Blade in it?
They could be in there. What's his name? They used to be Dax Harwood and all them.
Yeah.
They could be part of it.
I'm gonna go with.
Well, shoot. Actually, you know what? The Good Brothers.
Yes, I bet. Yeah, they'll probably win it. Yep.
That might be the gateway to seeing the Bucks versus.
Yeah.
Good Brothers.
That might be so. Anyway, that wraps up AEW.
Yeah. We got Fastlane coming up for WWE in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite pay-per-view of the year. I think it reminds me of an in-your-house pay-per-view. No one cares. Let's just have WrestleMania. Let them.
Right. So no, you're not going to build. You're not going to build anything from it.
No.
You're not going to build any stories that haven't already been built.
I mean,
I don't know.
See, I think that's why that's something that AEW is that's doing, and they're smart with it because they're not doing a pay-per-view every month.
Right.
They're not doing that. They're Revolution. They have Double or Nothing, and then they have the big three really right now, and yeah, and everyone, whoever's watching, probably no one's watching this. Anyone watching? Nope.
Crickets here.
No one cares.
You can hear crickets.
Huh?
You can hear crickets.
Yeah, and just remember, anyone who has any problems with the way we conduct our business, leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Glad to deal with it.
Leave questions.
Give me and my bro a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think that we can improve on.
That's right.
You know,
we're just two bros talking crap, talking wrestling. We need your help. If you have something to say, don't be afraid.
Because you know why? You know why I say bring it? I'm better than you, and you know it.
There you go.
You're afraid that I'm going to turn into something better than you.
Just send it. So Matt and his boy Andrew, Sports Dad Andrew, have a box opening here.
Yeah, he gets out of school like right now, so he'll be home within the
this is probably one of your last wrestling boxes, right, man?
Unfortunately.
Then are you gonna do some content on some pay-per-view reviews and all that stuff?
We're again, and I'm reaching out to people on this this platform too. My son and I, we huge wrestling fans. We watch all the old stuff. If you have an old school WWE, WCW, AEW, or not AEW, WCW, WWE, AWA, ECW, anything that's on the network. If you have an old one from any content that's on the network, and you want my opinion or Andrew's opinion, just drop a comment and let me know. Let me know what you want to see reviewed, and I'll review it. I'll give you my, I might have seen the pay-per-view before, but watching it again with the knowledge, re-watching something, I'd be able to pick up more on it and give a more of a detailed response on what I thought of it.
There's 3 platforms that we're currently on. We're currently on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch account, Collector Corner Twitch, Collector Corner YouTube. We're on my Facebook account, but my bro and I talk every day. Send them comments if you want him to review it. He'll definitely have the time to review it and do a private interview or whatever. I don't know. But we don't know if we don't get any help or any comments below. So subscribe, follow on Twitch, follow on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch. Comments on everything. Comment on YouTube, comment on Twitch, comment on Facebook. So we can bring stuff in 2021 that you guys want to hear. Till next Friday, I bid you adieu.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And good night.
See ya, man.
See ya.